our neighbors were kind enough to invite us along today.
Hey Mark, you there?
On a Jeep ride. We've had a bit of growth in our subscribers. I have to admit, having additional people watching does make us feel a little bit more a lot more special. Thanks for joining us. And somebody and somebody and somebody. We got about 5 Jeeps.
I'm here.
We're gonna do Hurricane Pass and go look at Como Lake.
Mark doesn't have his on.
He's right behind me, but he must not be on.
I hear y'all.
Oh.
Is that you, Mark? That's me now. I guess you got my radio. Sometimes you have to hold the button down pretty hard. I was going to mention, since you're at the end, if you see somebody coming up fairly fast behind you that looks like they want to get around, let me know and we'll pull over and let them pass.
It's maybe stretching the abilities of this truck a little bit, so it's nice to know
Yeah, I'm not hearing anything, Mark.
that we have people with us that are more knowledgeable, and Larry seems very safety conscious. So that gives us a certain comfort level.
How about now?
We'll just go as far as we can go, and if we hit a place where we're uncomfortable, then we stop. So stop number 1 is a waterfall.
Here you go. I'm gonna go get a picture of the waterfall. Here you go. There's the falls. Are we going across?
That's the car wash.
As if the mountains and beautiful scenery weren't enough, this area is littered with remnants of the gold rush that pushed through the San Juan Mountains back in the 1860s, 1870s. And as you go along through all these Jeep trails, which actually a lot of them started off as mining roads, but as you go along, every so often you'll come across things like this.
Watch your head. Ethan, be careful.
It's not deep. You didn't bottom out back there, did you?
No, I didn't. But there was a chance I could have. Yeah, it was.
We'll get you a piece of wood or something and surf down on it. Yeah. And he's off.
Stop. You gotta slow down. I'm coming this way because there was something metal right there.
Oh my gosh. We're leaning on the everlasting arms.
It was iron pipe. I was trying to avoid iron pipe.
Old ruins of something here.
Wow, look at that valley.
Wow.
Let's. All right, so far we're having a great time. Seem to have been able to do everything. It's probably right on the verge of what we're comfortable with. But look how beautiful. We're up in the alpine tundra. I think if you look way in the distance, in the center of that valley up there, is the road winding up. So we're headed up into there. Here I am talking, and I have a hazard in front of me. But we're having a great time with wonderful people, and feel fortunate that we bumped into these guys.
Oh. Can you touch it, Owen?
Can I get closer?
Yeah, you can get closer. That's good. You might be a rock in there that. You getting it, buddy? You best not throw it.
Now Larry and Kathy and Mark and Angela and this whole gang, they were a lot of fun, and we were happy to see that they were willing to stop at places, look at things, and sometimes just stop to cut up and have a good time. And we were surprised when a snowball hit our truck.
Snowball fight on the last day of June.
Get him, Owen!
Okay, so I decided I want to make it over snowballs at the car. So, I'm gonna get him in there for how long?
Alright, boys.
Alright, come on, guys.
Let's go.
I know who that is. Get him!
Get it in their sunroof.
No.
Not today.
Nope.
Hello.
Roll yours up. She's saving. That's a good one.
Alright guys, here comes a fairly challenging section.
Oh, look at that.
Don't everything you say to the right, be outside of the turn, you'll be okay.
What does the fox say?
What does a fox say?
But they got that pipe right there.
Yeah.
Look, I don't want to hit that pipe.
Oh my goodness.
Now our truck is not a specialty off-road vehicle. It's a stock F-150. It does a pretty admirable job for the things that we've asked it to do. One of the big downfalls of it though is we're long. We're a crew cab. I can't remember the dimensions now, but goodness, at times I feel like I'm twice the length of the guys in the Jeeps that we're riding with.
Take a look at it, Tony. You may want to back up and head on straight or how we get around the
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're gonna back up.
What do you want to charge?
GoPro.
Can I go up right here?
Yeah, it looks good here.
I know.
Alright, can we do it?
Can I borrow it when we stop for lunch, Nana? Muy bueno.
Goodness.
Like you got it, Tony.
Yeah.
That's it, Tony.
Carefully.
Dang it. Can't reach.
Oh, well, we're too far to...
Can't reach.
Oh, she's gonna fall down that hill. You got one? Yep. Let me see your snowball. Oh, I can't look. I'll let the camera do the looking.
Now, one of the things that I was concerned about, being invited by new friends and being a bit inexperienced, is I didn't want to be the guy that had the big blunder that slowed everyone down or caused any problems. And thankfully we had Mark along with us. He was able to do that for us. Just kidding, Mark. Poking fun at you. We got somebody stuck, Mark. So we're gonna try to get him out of the ditch with a tow strap.
If I pull it this way, will it tend to float that way?
I don't think you would want to pull it back.
What's the back look like?
He is in a pickle. Wow. What if you pulled him backwards from the back? It'll swing in, yeah, and then he won't be able to pull you out of that. Larry, you need some more rum with my truck? We're good? Okay.
He's gonna turn around, so y'all watch. Pull us out.
This is no problem for you, right, Larry?
He's not convinced yet.
The back end's gonna slide through.
I'm gonna pull down.
Please don't fall underneath it.
Yeah.
There you go. You want us on there?
Come on, baby. Come on out.
Get up,
Help us, Lord Jesus. Get it out of there. All right. Woo! All right. Yay!
Keep coming.
Keep coming. A little bit more.
Okay, you're out.
Ooh, he got you. Not too hard. Oh my goodness.
Maybe you should have let Angela drive. She always got him stuck.
I'm leaning back in my seat.
And I'm trying to see. What's chewy? That's loose stuff. I don't like
Yeah.
loose stuff.
If you stayed over to that side. If you stayed over to that side, it looks like it'd be all right. You pushed it in.
Yeah. I'm sticking to the snow side so I don't fall off like Mark did.
Oh my goodness.
Now, the trail really wasn't all that bad. I was able to handle it pretty well. I do have a fear of height. And as we got, though, to the top, towards the pass itself, the road got a lot narrower. Fear started building a little bit. The size of the truck I started feeling. Fear's a funny thing. It's sort of like a snowball. I let a little bit creep in, a little bit more creeps in. And before you know it, I can have a fair bit of anxiety, and that's kind of what happened here.
This is a little crazy.
I don't like that little section.
Neither do Owen and I. That's down, peoples. What do you think, Owen?
That's a glue face.
Oh my goodness. I can't hug the wall anymore. I probably have more room than I think I have, huh?
Oh.
You were supposed to say yes.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
I'm freaking out.
Wow.
I like trains, huh? Well, folks, I don't know what to say. Words cannot describe. I hope you can hear me with the wind. But we are up at California Pass. Owen, be very, very careful. And, oh my goodness, look at people out there. Can you see them? Yeah. So we're at about 13,000 feet. And I don't know what to say. The trail was fine except for the last 5 minutes up and over the pass. So I'll show you. You know, there were a series of switchbacks there, and we did those fine. Up in this area, it got very narrow. Of course, I'm afraid of heights, so did not do well for me. But you see Cindy and Ethan up there. Owen's not going up there.
Nope.
Why not, Owen? Feel like huh?
I have my reasons.
Have your reasons. I have my reasons too.
You do all right, Owen?
Some jerky would be nice.
You think Dad's gonna come up?
You have some.
No, he's not coming up.
I had absolutely no intentions of walking up to the top of this hill, but peer pressure works on you a little bit, and you know, being a dad of 2 young boys, I couldn't leave them disappointed in old Dad. They didn't think I was gonna make it up there, but I fooled them.
Hey, you made it up here! Woo! It's a 360 view.
Deep breath. Look at you.
It's up there. Lake Como down there, and it's frozen over. I'm sure it would be nice if it wasn't. Downhill is a bit spooky. My gears don't hold me back like everyone else's seem to. I end up riding the brakes a bit, get a little scared, because if I lost my brakes, if they got hot, that would not be a good thing. Working the brakes and the gearing and keeping my speed down took a little effort. Hold us back at all.
No. Don't squish Owen. Don't squish Ethan, I mean.
So that Mark wasn't the only one with egg on his face today, I got the truck in a little bit of a situation. Well, I should rephrase that. There really was no way to avoid it. With the long wheelbase and the low clearance, I thought at some point I may high center the truck, and I ended up doing that. In the end, it wasn't a big deal. I don't even think I can see on the truck frame where it happened, and we moved on.
He's kind of afraid of the sharp rocks right here too.
Afraid of that guy.
Ask him if I can go far enough left. All right, we just met our capabilities. We scraped a little bit on the, we didn't have an option. We had the 3 guys helping us, and scraped the frame for about 6 inches. I could hear it was just a scraping. I don't think it did any kind of bending or anything like that. But
it took us about 15 minutes.
It took us 15 minutes to figure it out. Luck, not that I did it on purpose, but it couldn't have hit at any better place. I mean,
Yeah.
the frame, you don't want it to hit the differential down there, the little pumpkin.
Because isn't that what Mark was saying? You got the pumpkin?
He thought maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which would have been bad news.
Yeah.
and it goes Lake Powell to this color.
Oh, wow.
You'll see it right up here on the left. We'll point out to you when we get. But that's
Okay.
the Gold King mine. It kind of made national news back.
I don't remember
A
that.
couple years ago, I think.
Huh. Thank you.
River crossing, baby.
You're just watching us.
Problem with the river crossing, you can't see what's under.
Yeah, they're gonna let them go first.
But hopefully it's not sharp.
To the right
Because
of that telephone pole right there with David's pointing at us. You can see it. The telephone pole kind of like at your 9 o'clock.
Yeah, you see it? The river.
River crossing
you hit 'em all.
is that there's like a huge waterfall on the edge of it.
ooh, that looks like a
What
river.
are you thinking?
So neat.
You got it.
Los Angeles cars.
One of the neat things about the trails here in Silverton is that many of them you can connect together and end up forming a loop that sort of gets you back into town. So after a long day on the trail and having a blast exploring with good friends, we found ourselves back in Silverton. And when we got to camp, I suppose just the feeling of being blessed by spending time with my kids and my wife as a family, and the things that we are getting to experience through RVing was a bit overwhelming maybe. When we got back in the trailer, I think I got a little sentimental. Well, we just got back from a full day on Hurricane Gulch, and we were invited to go with our neighbors over to sit around the campfire, and so we're throwing down some leftover dinner just before we go. Ramen noodle.
Yeah.
And oh, Owen's sitting in the Big Joe. Owen, show him your Big Joe. That's the Big Joe. We had an incredible day and made some incredible friends, and we were just talking with the boys about if we want anything for their lives, it would be for them to live it. And we spend our year working, and the boys play a lot of video games like most kids do, and we're around the house, and today was so different than what we do every day. And today was living, being with people, experiencing God's creation, and we want that for them. So we hope that they stop playing video games.
It's not what you hope.
That's what we dream or do.
On to the campfire.
There's some minor. Ooh, mine's already on fire.
Is that Star Walk?
It's Star Walk 2.
Star Walk 2.
2? Yeah, mine's not Jupiter.
It is Jupiter.
Okay.
I think it is because it's not legal.
Yeah. There's really no air in it. Well, there might be because it's stored in water. Because it's hydrogen,
Sandy.
2x hydrogen and 1 oxygen.
Now, do you guys do
The magic conch.
do you do like band or anything?
Yes,
Or
I play clarinet.
clarinet. What do you play
Everyone
clarinet?
remembers. Who's talking to you?
What do you play?
Trombone.
Trombone, nice. Andrew plays saxophone, and Kristen plays drums. Andrew plays electric guitar as well.
I play electric guitar. I play piano.
Mark plays bass guitar.
I play bass guitar.
Wow, we got a musical group.